Do what is up, my BBossBaddies and my Batman fellas. It is your girl Bosana, and welcome BBossArmy. So welcome BBossArmy, welcome everybody. Do not mind this. Don't mind these, you guys. I worked out, and yeah, I said in my other video, just want to give you guys a reminder before you guys think that I'm taking hits, punches, I'm beating up females. No, I'm playing. I don't fight. But yeah, that's just from the band, or not the band, the sports bra I was wearing. The little Nike symbol was really scratching your girl up, so please don't mind it. I'm sorry. In my next videos, I'll probably wear a sweater. If not, sorry. Okay, so I really want to jump right into it. Give this video a big thumbs up. And you guys, today we're going to be talking about more of state of mind, what she's feeling. The last thing on my list, though, is kind of different, kind of what I've talked about in the past a little bit. But let's go ahead and get started with the feelings that she would be feeling during no contact. So the first thing that your ex, that girl, is going to go ahead and be feeling is free and relief. Now, I've said all the bad things, and I'm going to be talking about the panicking and all those things that could happen during no contact. But honestly, because most times the girl is the reason why you guys are in the position that you guys are in already, most times she's ready to let go of you. And so even if you guys would think that, well, she should still feel somewhat free, even though she's with me, and maybe you guys aren't the strict type of guy, maybe you guys weren't really on her, you guys might feel like, okay, well, even though that was who I am, why would she not feel some sort of free? Or why does she really need to be single to feel free? And that's because a lot of women trap themselves into being in a relationship or whatever it is, situationship, entanglement, friends with benefits, anything that you can think of, right? So with all that just being said, it simply says a lot of times in the modern day, with modern day women, today's society, what's happening is that girls are calling the shots of when things are going to be done. And so really the freeness is more so because maybe she stayed with you because she felt bad. Now that doesn't always really happen because girls have so much options, and then also with the pride and ego and not giving a dang, a lot of these girls can just move on and not feel away. But also could be other reasons where she feels free and she goes ahead and feels that complete like relief. And it will be based on maybe while she was with you, she had to carry a certain image. Now, it could be that good girl image. It could be so many different ways. Y'all always have to remember to pay attention to her behavior. What are the certain things that she does every single time around a certain time, around certain people, around when you start saying no, right? Do you notice when you say no to certain things, when you tell her she can't have her way, she's going ahead and acting a certain way, right? And so some girls will stay with you, not really be happy. And then other times, which you might commonly hear how girls will stay with you because of the benefits. So yes, she has the ability to leave completely, and you would think a woman would just up and leave, but why would she just up and leave when women benefit nowadays from men? And so this kind of goes back into, and I'm not going to get into it because I've talked about it so much, how guys have money and status and all that, and how women go for that. So to sum that part up, you guys have to understand that it's not good intentions and good reasons that women are actually staying with you guys. And then finally, when things are ending, and yes, she could really say, okay, I want to draw the line and be single, or some girls were acting single while they were with you. But you just have to remember, while she was with you, you were still a part of her life. So you were still somewhat of a burden. And I say this because if she's still invested or communicating with you, she still has to put effort towards you. And so anytime where it's like completely lifted off of her, and that's what happens during no contact, is like, okay, I'm done. Now, I want to go ahead and wrap up because I really would have just honestly talked about this point. If you guys know me, y'all know I will go into details, and I will probably start doing my videos like that, kind of like talk about one thing, because I bring these things back just so I can elaborate, but maybe it's better if I just do a whole video about that one thing. But I just want to move on. I do have to say more things about the free and relief, but as far as her feeling, I'm free and relief, I just want you guys to get that free and relief is really just her feeling that in her mind. Mentally, her mental state feels like she is now had that lock opened up with that key, right? And that's because you are gone. I'm not talking about which way you guys got to the point of no contact, if it's from you or if it's from her, however you broke up or anything, that's not what I'm talking about. Just know that she is now feeling free. Now, for some of you guys that are going to ask, how is that going to work? I'm not going to talk too much about that with this point because that's going to honestly take an entire video. But to give you guys a good idea just for the future videos, and please, if you haven't subscribed and hit that post notification, please go ahead and do so. But for this last thing, I want to say a good example for you guys for the free and relief. If you guys feel like it's not going to work, sometimes, yes, it's a bad thing where she's free and relief, but that's times where, a girl for the street, or maybe a girl that's so lost, a woman that doesn't know what she wants, things like that, where she goes out into the world, she officially mentally feels free, she acts free, she dresses free, or maybe dresses even more free. Maybe she was, I told you some girls act like they're single when they're in a relationship, right? But you just have to remember that time she goes to be free, that relief she might enjoy in the beginning, but this is where no contact works. And we're not doing a no contact why it works so well, but it works because she'll realize how bad it was. And y'all should know grass ain't greener on the other side. I'll leave it at that point, but if you guys want to think about that one when we get back to this point in a different video, just remember grass ain't greener on the other side. And because the grass is not greener on the other side, a lot of women realize they shouldn't have one over there, or why they're over here, or they don't want to stay over there. And that's why no contact works, and she comes right back. But that's just one little portion. Now let's go ahead and go back into what she's feeling. Next thing is closed out. Closed out, okay, hear me out. Closed out and curious has as heck. That was almost like a not tongue twister, but it got me. So closed out and curious as heck. So in the next video, I just want to give you guys a heads up. I put already in brackets, I'm going to talk about the crazy stalker stage that happens during no contact. Y'all, let's get this video to 300 and that video will come out ASAP. Okay, 300 likes. So the closed out, this is a whole nother thing. So just keep that in mind for the next videos once it comes out. But closed out and curious as heck. So first part that I told you guys is free and relief. So yeah, you guys will think that, oh, she's ready to move on completely. Whatever the case is, if that is the case, it really doesn't matter because I told you she realizes the grass ain't greener on the other side. So now that we have the grass not being greener, what's happening is she's not tuning into your life. Now what's happening is when you're doing no contact so well, and not to tell you why no contact works so well once again, but when you're doing no contact so well, what you're going to have your ex feeling, and I'm assuming you guys wanted to feel this way, is that, okay, well, the grass is not greener over here, but now my ex is doing so good, so the grass is going to be even greener, right? Because remember, she left you most times, or maybe you guys got fed up and finally left. Doesn't matter once again, but just remember she once had feelings for you or once has some sort of investment into you, which is enough. And then you also have to remember, because you're doing good, because you're on your purpose or you're on the right track, doing all that you should be, during no contact, elevating, that's enough for her to say, well, I already know him, right? You're not no stranger to her, right? And then in other videos, I'll talk about why it works so well. But because you're not no stranger to her, your value can go up even quicker because now she's so amazed, right? Oh, I didn't know he was capable of that. So now she goes into the stage of being so curious of how is he getting better? How is he improving? Oh, well, now that he's improving, and this is a little topic that could be a little bit off topic. Not going to get into it, but she could also think that, hey, oh, now that he's improving, well, I bet maybe that ex that he told me he loved so much might be coming back into his life. Yes. Sometimes you guys will be so shocked that some of these girls will think about some of the things that you said to her and you thought she never listened. Or you'll be so shocked how much she does care, a lot more than she says she does, or been saying that she doesn't care this whole time, but she's showing effort. If you didn't care, you wouldn't show no efforts, right? Excuse me. So I want to go ahead and wrap up to tell you guys that literally when she becomes curious after being closed out, and the closed out part is from now you did the no contact, now she doesn't know everything about you, now she's not actually included into your life, so she doesn't have that access. So closed out, for some of you guys to help you, just think about it like this. She wants to come into your house, your home, right, your apartment, and there's no other way around it. She can't go have somebody bust the door down. She can't break the door down. You're the only one that can let her back in. And so if that's the case, that means that she's not going to come back in because you close the door. There's no other way for her to come in. And that's where curiosity builds up. And then you have your ex going ahead, trying to find out so much info. And she's going to just be so curious, wanting to know more about you, wanting to know what you're up to, what's up with you, all the things that you like, all the new things that you like, all the girls that you've been around. All those things is going to cross her mind because she has nothing filled in her mind about you no longer, right? Once you do the no contact, you guys, And I once again want to make it clear because, you know, no contact videos, I have a lot and I'm going to drop more. So I will tell you once again completely some of the stuff that will really help you do it better. But I'm giving you guys just a good sample in this video because I want to focus more on what she's feeling. But last thing I just want to sorry, you guys, once again, I've been saying things way too quick lately, okay? But closed out, once again, curious. When she gets curious as heck, when you guys close her off, y'all remember, no contact is the time where you guys have the most full control ever, right? And so this whole time you guys probably were with her, you guys didn't have all that full control or access. And so lastly, simply make sure that once you do no contact, you do it correctly for her not to find out more information. Don't supply her with more information. Better yet, it's better you guys don't see each other ever. Even though you're doing no contact and maybe you guys will have each other on social media, or you guys might come, excuse me, you guys, I'm so sorry. Today I needed water. But even though you guys are doing no contact and you guys might still have contact, but don't speak with each other, you get what I'm saying? Like kind of like the acquaintances thing, right? Maybe you guys live in the same neighborhood. Even though that's the case, remember, once no contact is in full activation, you have full control. All right. Last thing on my list, you guys, is that you are coming right back. So the last thing is really simple, but it's very important. And you are coming right back. Y'all, I do all the time why she comes right back, right? And now let's talk about why she will think that you will come back, or why your ex is feeling that you will come back. And it's because of the fact that you always, of course, had that tendency going on the whole entire time you guys were together, right? Maybe you guys broke up, you came right back. Maybe you showed too much emotions, and so she sees the soft side and knows how you will come right back. It could be all those things. And then also it could be other things where she can move into this stage, right, of, okay, well, I feel like he's gonna come right back just because I'm doing better now. Right? She might have hold you, right? She might have canceled you. She might have cut you off. She might have did everything to get you guys in that state. Or you might have said, okay, I'm putting you in no contact. It does not matter. At the end, y'all got to remember that she still wants the full advantage at all times. So if she's leaving you behind, right, that's when no contact happens. That's how she's looking at it, even though you might have been the one to cut her off. If she's leaving you behind, what she's really feeling is that even I can still get you back if I was, you know, not doing the best. But you see, what happens is that while time goes by, and this is how we'll go ahead and wrap up. While time goes by, you guys, you're doing better with no contact, doing the actual no contact, and then, of course, doing better in your own life. That's where you're supposed to be more focused on your own life. So since you're doing that, remember, she's going to be having to do something in the meantime, whether it's messing with other guys, which is probably what she does if she's for the streets, or if it's actually improving herself. She's going to think that there's one way or another that she will get you. So if it's not from her looks currently, if it's not from, you know, what she does, what she has to offer, her value from the past or currently, she's going to find a way to bring it. Now, it's not going to be in the real way, and it's not going to be maybe in the actual natural way. And I'm not saying like fake plastic. I'm talking about like personality, you know. It's not going to be genuine. It's not going to be her coming back and saying, well, you know, I'm coming back after no contact because I realized that the grass was not green on the other side. That is not going to be the case. The case is going to be more so, okay, well, I missed you, and you know what, I changed, or I know in this area I could do better. And that's if you get lucky. But in other cases, it's just going to be like, okay, can we try again? And let's dismiss the fact that I might have did something wrong. That's how she's viewing it, right? So lastly, I want to go ahead and just simply wrap up, as I was just saying with this point. If she's coming back, I mean, if she's thinking that you're coming back to her, okay, that you're going to come right back, she's thinking that she's not going to have to still put a lot of effort to keep you around. So you guys also have to remember that while you're doing no contact, the importance of you focus on yourself is so important. And it's going to show the value that you have. So if you show your value during no contact from her, maybe watching you or hearing things, or maybe somehow you guys spoke again and she's seen how much you elevated. So if she sees all that and then you come back into her life, you have to keep the same lifestyle going. Or if you guys are cool now, you have to keep the same lifestyle going. And even if you're not ever speaking again, you still have to keep the same lifestyle going. That's you keeping your value going. So when she brings you back into her life, or tries to bring you back, or if you say, okay, I want you back, or I'll give you another chance, I'm giving you guys different scenarios, whatever way it goes, it's just gonna happen where it's gonna be like, okay, if you lose your value because you want to slack off and you can't be doing the same thing you were doing during no contact, now she's going to be like, well, it doesn't matter that anything about you improving during that time period is important, and that I knew this whole time I could have got you back. Even if she did more to get you back, or even if she started settling or humbling herself, it will not matter, fellas. Okay, so that is it. I do want to elaborate on every single point, but y'all know how long my videos normally be, so let me know if you want another version. Y'all will see me in my next video. Bye, guys.